Yep, we are doing shmups today, so that is the game that I am under in Hello. Oop. Oop, God damn it. Yeah, some of these are... yes, so I'll get into that, but yes, there is a... I don't know if it's a sequel or if it's a remaster. Actually, I'll use this time to figure out. Ah, apparently it is a sequel. I want to say there actually was, like, plans for a localization of this. But I think that's probably not true. Yes, Night Boy. Huh. Yeah, and it doesn't seem to be, like, that many graphics redrawn. It looks like it's just, I don't know. Yeah. Well, it was like how, there was that recently resurfaced, port, or, I don't know if port's the right word, but there was a version of...
Whoa, Max and Chachi is now a 39-month resubscriber. You're a real pal. Oh boy, Gun-Nac.
I didn't layer that properly. Thank you for the subs. There, I have properly now. There we go. That is what I don't get for testing shit. Also, it seems like that's a decent volume now, so that is definitely noticeable. I don't know why, that just reminds me of the Saturday Night Live. Oh, I forgot what her name was, but the Michael Myers lady. It gets verklempt. Talking about, talk among yourselves, the Holy Roman Empire, neither holy nor Roman, nor Roman, nor Empire. Yeah, that does seem kind of dumb. But then again, this is Nintendo we're talking about. Yeah, I mean, it's been the Pokemon way since the beginning, so yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and get this show on the road. So, hello, and welcome to a Friday edition of Retro Rhapsody. Although today, it seems like we are going back to the past, because today, there wasn't really anything that brought this on, but one thing that I have been wanting to do for a while, and it's something that since I've been doing this for so long, it's kind of needs to be a requirement if I'm maintaining a list like this, is kind of go back and take a look at some of the stuff that has been on this for a while. And by a while, I mean since 2017, a while. So Yeah, namely, a lot of the ones that I'm taking a look at today are ones that were in the kind of in the middle, that 11 slot, which had a lot of stuff that just kind of got filled just due to how the ranking system kind of changed over time. So I want to take a look at those to see if they really deserve to be there or whether or not they just kind of were shuffled there on just by mechanically instead of, actually being there. Also, just a good time to take a look back at them because, some interesting things. I think actually, if I remember the list correctly, I want to say, I think like 3 or 4 of the games we were taking a look at today were actually from the very first episode. I know this one that we're starting with is definitely one we took a look at the first episode. And there will be actually one game that we have not looked at that I'm just adding because it's a good time to take a look at it. So we're taking a look at a lot of shmups tonight. I would argue that all of them, sans one, is questionable as a shmup, but I put it in as a shmup, so we're taking a look at stuff tonight. Stuff like this thing that we were taking a look at first, which this is an interesting game because it is a game that, when it started out, did not actually come out over here. This was a game that started out as a Japanese exclusive arcade game, although we got quote-unquote later games in the franchise because this is a Taito game. And right around the SNES era, naturally, I might as well just load the game up so that you can see what I'm taking a look at. So, this is Kiki KaiKai, which I believe translates roughly into Mysterious Ghost World. If you take a look at this, this might look somewhat familiar if you're familiar with the SNES library. This might look like the game Pocky and Rocky, which if you think that, that is a good guess because this is essentially the prequel to Pocky and Rocky. Pocky and Rocky kind of came out because in the SNES era, Taito licensed out a few of their older arcade franchises to Natsume, who made kind of upgraded version of them. Another big one that is probably familiar if you're familiar with it, especially because it got a remake recently. The Ninja Warriors was originally an arcade game that the Ninja Warriors, I think, well, depending upon where it is, either returns, and the Ninja Saviors just recently as in like I think a year or two ago, got a remake. It is a very much of a reimagining of that game. This is kind of the same thing. Pocky and Rocky was kind of takes the concepts of this and makes it a little bit more modern, so to speak. If you're wondering what this is, we are Sayo-chan, and we are Miko, who has been tasked with trying to appease. I think they're trying to appease certain gods or something like that. I'm not 100% certain of the plot, and it also doesn't matter. Also, it's a good credit noise. But yes. So, how this game works. This is a kind of think like Commando or something like that. Where you throw Ofuda cards as your primary attack, but you also have this, which I forgot what the name of it is. This thing's pretty nice because it gives you a good amount of range. Or it gives you a... unless you swing it at the wrong time. Yeah. And yeah, so it's a kind of, if you're familiar with like Commando or Kari Warriors, it's kind of like that. Although you have a melee attack, which is interesting. The thing is, if you kill an enemy with the Ofuda cards, it does you get twice as much score from it. So it's kind of, you generally kind of want to do And yes, this is available, I believe, on the Arcade Archive. Also, I think this might be a smidge loud, so I think I need to bump it. There we go. There we go. Oh. Sorry, trying to adjust stuff at the same time, and that is why I got killed. Also, I'm not doing this on my Mister, because this game is part of my Mister, but... Also, I'm wondering something. Okay. Okay, no, you can't do anything with those. Then yes. Oop, too slow. If I remember correctly, I believe we had this game at an 11. Oh, damn it. The one thing that is kind of annoying about this is the fact that you can't, like, lock anything in place. Also, you can't use the stick to repel stuff. So that's a little annoying. That's a hello, comma. Actually, and I think about the reason why I want to take a look at this was because there was recently a, I think it was Cutting Room Floor, but recently found, yeah, actually time as I mentioned in the intro, but yeah, this is essentially pre-Pocky and Rocky. This is the game that came before that. So looking like Pocky Rocky would make a lot of sense. Okay, I was wondering if there was a weapon. Yeah, just Pocky. Oh, Sayo in this case. So... Well, I'll get to it when we get to the next thing we're taking a look at. Yeah, this is also 1986, so it's also pretty early. I think that this is also the same year that, Bubble Bobble came out. Or no, I can never remember, is Bubble Bobble 86 and Fairyland 85, or is it... Ah, well. Bobble's 86, so this is the same year as, Bubble Bobble. Oh, damn it. So yeah, it's pretty much this. It's archaic. It's old. I'll give it that. But for the most part, it's actually not, like, it's not terrible. Like, there's definitely worse of these you can definitely play. It is just, it really could have used some modern sensibilities, which, I mean, that's what Pocket Rocky's for. Pocket Rocky and its sequel, which we were talking about in the warm-up, but yeah, so this game is getting a sequel. Well, Pocky and Rocky is getting a sequel. And, yeah, that unfortunately got pushed back recently. Which is a shame, because I would be down for playing some more Pocky and Rocky. Oop. Yeah, and some of these things get just a little rude. Yeah. Okay, I was wondering if it had an additional attack. Oop. Oh. Huh. So it's actually kind of funny. There was an article recently that came up about this game, where a beta version of this game, or it's either a beta version or it was a like a huge dump of like background stuff about this game came out, and it's actually funny. One of the things that came out was that there was a hidden animation that was like super bloody, or it wasn't like super bloody, but it was like yeah, it was like a death animation that was much bloodier than anything else in this game. Alright, I got an extra life. Yeah, these things suck. Okay, good, I can walk like that. Or I can just feint him like that. Oh yeah, it's... I mean, we've kind of seen what this game has to offer outside the bosses. Whoop. Okay, that is worth noting that I can... Wait. Oh. I get... Wait, what? That is a weird... Wait, what? What is... Okay, that was a weird hitbox. Yeah, these are slightly... not great. Damn it. Whoop. Yeah, the edge collision or detection on this is quite weird. Oh, these change my direction. That's not great. Get off me. Yeah, this thing that's on me is like making it very hard to turn. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do that. Alright. Also, it doesn't seem like there's not a long power-up tree, so dying is not a huge burden. Got to shake. Nope. Checkpointing also seems to be fairly generous, which is nice. Get away from me. The hell are these things? Whoop. Oh, that's my last life. Okay, I was wondering what... Wait, what? Also, another thing about this franchise that is worth noting is the fact that this franchise is actually the franchise that spawned about why Reimu and Touhou is a Miko. Because Kiki KaiKai was a huge inspiration for Touhou. So yeah. At least that's what I remember hearing, is that Reimu was inspired by Sayo-chan. Oh, damn it. Okay, you know what? Okay, so... Yeah, there is a thing where you can get a extra life if you match up. But yeah. Oop, there we go. So yeah, I believe there are 7 areas in this. So yeah, that's Kiki KaiKai. It's a pretty interesting game in terms of like, it's a very neat aesthetic game, although as a game itself, it's a little dated, to say the least. But yeah, so that's that. So let me get my playlist. So I got Kiki KaiKai right here. If I remember, I had it at 11. I would almost say that that's probably actually not the bad spot for it. Let's look at what we have in 10. I got stuff like Black Tiger, Antarctic Adventure, Forbidden Forest, Game Ground. You know, I actually think it is just slightly above average, so let's put that at 10. So, yeah. And I like the charm of it. It has a really good animations to it. I can't really think of much else, though. It's a pretty decent arcade game. So I don't really have much else to add outside of that. It's a decent game. So with that, let's go on to our next game. So I felt like since we were looking at Kiki KaiKai, this actually would be a good time to take a look at another game in the Kiki KaiKai franchise. And this is one that we kind of skipped over when we went to Pocky and Rocky, because there was so when this got ported to the home consoles, when it came home to the MSX, it was just a straight up arcade port. However, when it got ported to the Famicom, it got changed up a little bit because there was a Famicom port, or rather, not so much a Famicom port as it was. Oop. Okay. Okay. That is just RetroArch freezing up. There we go. So not so much Famicom, but a Famicom Disk System release. Which, if you're familiar with the channel, you know what that means. Also, I just realized I gotta get something up in the background for this. So yeah, this is talking about the gods that were here. So, this is Kiki KaiKai Dotou Hen, which means, let's see, Mysterious Ghost World Surging Waves Edition. And this select right here is actually kind of interesting because this is Sayo mode, and this is Sayo to Miki, which basically means Sayo and Miki. Who is actually your secondary character, because this is a quote-unquote two-player mode, which I'm actually going to select that for one reason, namely to show off this is a very dumb way of doing a two-player mode, because it's a two-player mode in that if you hit start and hit select, that is how you select other characters, or select the thing. So it's hot seat. It's hot seat at any time. Also, oop, there we go. Oh, right, it's two players, so I'd have to use the other controller. Okay, whatever. So if you swing the thing here. Also, so I'm gonna go ahead and say this is not as well made as the arcade game. Because if you take a look at so I'm gonna pause real quick. If you take a look at the top right, you'll notice one thing that is really dumb, and I don't know why they did this. You have limited ammo in this game. Your ammo also acts as your currency. You also have the onigiri is your hit points. So yeah, you'll notice that when you get hit, there is no indication. You just kind of take damage. I think if I swing this 20 times on one of these things, there we go. You'll get 50 additional Ofuda cards. So, something that will become very apparent when I move on, and I have to, this is why I have the thing in the background. This is an open world, well, it's open world in the same way that basically it is a series of corridors that you don't, it's non-linear. And I'm just gonna copy and paste this map to showcase another dumb thing about this. Namely the fact that there is it's not exactly the easiest. It doesn't, to kind of describe how it how it is, it's like there's a lot of warps places. Like, it doesn't make sense. It is incredibly easy to get lost in this game. Also, these things, if you hit it, I think you get, well, that didn't do anything. Yeah, this is, really showcases with this on the Famicom Disk System. Okay, so if we kill this thing, we can go in here, and we get to a shop. So if I remember correctly, this 50 item right here is a barrier, which will basically spin a bunch of cards there. This is actually what we want. This is basically increases the power of your shots. I think this is the onigiri that will give you more health, or maybe that's what this one is. Or no, this is a crystal which acts as a smart bomb. And this last option is the option to save. So you have to buy your saves in this game. With bullets. Okay, so I'm just trying to look at this map here and trying to figure it out. Okay. Okay, I think I figured it out. Kind of. So these enemies right here are good to find because if you kill them, you get 5 Ofuda cards from them. And technically, they are infinite, so you can just sit here and grind if you want to. Which I'm gonna do for a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so if I go here, that should have warped me to here, and I think if I don't go on... Oh. Also, anytime you see one of these, that is when you want to swing, and I think it's 20 swings will get you 50 Ofuda. So I think we want to go down here. And if I was right, you'll see a symbol on the floor in stone. So I'm actually going to kill this thing. Well... Or I can just despawn and I can't get into the shop, whatever. Oops, I think I went the wrong way. Oh well. So if you take a look, you'll see that we actually have quite a bit of Ofuda. So it's actually not the end of the world. Oop. Also, just showcase another... not here. So just to showcase another dumb thing, you start this game on January 7th, which I'm assuming is some sort of holiday. Or a thing of... thing. You will see that this game is timed. So, you have until December 31st to beat this game. I don't know why the time limit is so long, but it is. Okay, here we go. So when you see a symbol like this on the ground, you know that you're right in front of a quote-unquote dungeon. So you'll come up here and there'll be a door here, go in the door, and it tells you, in order to get into the dungeon, you have to pay 50 Ofuda. Which is dumb. I don't know why it's like that. Or actually, I do know why it's like that. It's because it's a Famicom Disk System game. Alright, and then when we get up here... you fight the boss and does what it does in the arcade game. So, every time you beat a boss, you go to one of these cloud areas. And in the clouds, there are a bunch of holes that you'll fall down if you go to, but if you manage to kind of go on the path, you can collect more Ofuda cards. Which, by the way, since everything is white, they don't change the color of the text, so you can't tell what the hell your Ofuda counts at. Damn it. I would say, I mean, it might be slightly unfair to the FDS, except for the fact that it really seems to be a repository for it. And the thing is, this bonus stage actually just goes on forever, as far as I can tell. Yeah, you just gotta figure out where the holes are, and just avoid them. Yep. 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 There we go. There. Yep. Okay, so that is pretty much... that is the gameplay loop for this one. There are technically there are 8 areas, which basically you're just looking for the dungeons. This game is pretty short. You can actually beat this in like, trying to find, okay, I think if actually I go here, back down here. So it's nighttime. Nighttime does nothing. There's no change for how this game plays in nighttime. It just is blue. Oh yeah, I haven't shown off what these things do. These statues? If you bonk them, you get 3 onigiri back. And you have a maximum of 6. So we want to go at the next left. And then we should be able to go up here. I think I went the right way. I don't think I went the right way. Okay, I'm curious. If I go down here, does this... Oh, there's one of these. I took a wrong turn somewhere and now I'm lost. So I have no idea where I am because everything loops. We're gonna go up one more. Okay, if I... hopefully I can go up here and then that'll take me to the next area. Yes, okay. I didn't get completely lost. And yeah, all the quote-unquote dungeons are exactly the same. You know what? I'm good. Okay. So now I gotta go back down here. Okay, should ignore the next down and then go one more. Alright. Yeah, also, yeah, that's, like, that shot was hitting me. That's a very generous hitbox. And also, an annoying thing about getting hit in this game is the fact that you lose your powered up shot if you get hit. So it is pretty important that you do not, you know what? Also, that's what happens when you need a crystal. That is another thing I've heard about this game, is that sometimes it crashes on certain emulators, and that is an interesting crash, nonetheless. We're gonna... I think we're good. Alright. Yeah, there is apparently one particular emulator that you need to use in order to play this game fully, if you're not playing on legitimate hardware. So fun. With that. Like, it's not the worst, but it's also not great.
Stand by ready. Good luck.
Oh, thank you for the raid. Well, host raid bear. Surprised it didn't go in as a raid. Let's see. Let's see. You know what? I think 14's a good spot for that one. Yep, that sounds beautiful. This is what I want. There we go. Oh, it didn't load the sound effect.
Since you have traveled so very far, be my guest and let me entertain you.
Hello, bear. Okay, so... Yeah, definitely also need to point out that that game ended on a crash. Oh, wrong one. Notably buggy. It's definitely an A for that one. But yeah, I can't really think of much else for it other than it's just didn't feel the greatest. So there is that. So yeah. That was Kiki KaiKai Dotou Hen for the Famicom Disk System. Alright, what do I got next? What is next? Yes. This game is interesting. This is a game that I didn't really know a whole lot about until I saw this game in compilations for Capcom arcade games. Because this one didn't get a huge amount of play, I'm guessing. I know it has its fans, but yeah, this was not one that was super well known. Which is a shame, because I think it should be. Because if I remember correctly, we had this up pretty high. And for good reason. I really like this game. But yes. So, this is... a game involving cars. But this is the Speed Rumbler. It is a game that came out in 1986 by Capcom. And that is a weird looking thing. And yeah, this is just a weird, neat little game. Put some more cores in, and let's start. And what is the story of this? In the 21st century, there is a terrorist group that attacks small towns with only hours left. Your goal is to free your family and bring peace back to your hometown. Zapper. Alright, so. First things first, music in this game's really good. Tamayo Kawamoto is the composer for this. Did a whole bunch of classic Capcom songs, or soundtracks, like stuff for like Section Z. And yeah. So yeah, you have a car, which you can shoot stuff with. Controls a smidge squirrely, but it's actually squirrely in a really good way. Also, if I remember, whoops. So yeah, also you want to sometimes, yeah, you want to bail out of your car if it is on fire. There we go. Oop, damn it. Oh, yeah, yep. Oop. Give me that. Yeah, I really wish that I knew more of this game because I really like this game.
This was in my arcade along with Haunted Castle.
Well, there's definitely one of those is definitely better than the other. Oh, damn it. And yes, this does feel very post-apocalyptic.
Don't forget you can run over people. Yes!
There we go. Come on. One of these give me help. Nope. Shit. Nope. Okay. Let's see. Can I? Nope. I don't think I'm gonna eke that one out.
I think you can hit the bail button after you've bailed out.
Yes, you'll do a little. Yeah, you'll do a little dodge roll, but still, I don't think I was gonna be able to dodge roll out of that. Also, when I get done with the stage, I need to adjust my Discord audio settings. For some reason, you were coming in very quiet, but that's probably on my end.
Is this any better?
That is actually better. Shit. I'm dead. So it's not a death sentence if you lose your car because... There you get a new one. Come on.
Be careful because on later levels of the water levels, the drop-off car might not be able to drop off your car.
Oops. There we go. I think this is pretty close to the end of the level. Shit. Nope. Here we go. There we go. That's probably better. Oh, also...
I like that at the end of the stage, there are people here who greet you, but each stage there's less and less of them.
Huh. Also, I see that Discord changed their back end for their little screen thing, because that is not how that should look.
Yeah, this is a game that nobody talks about.
Which is a shame, because this game's great. Like, it feels really squirrely, but in a really good way.
And it's never in any of the, like, the Capcom collections, is it any of them?
Yeah. You do usually see it there. Like, I'm pretty sure it shows up in that new one that came out. I forgot what it's called. Can I? Oh, uh-oh. I think I'm dead. Okay.
It really lends to the Mad Max feel how the bad guys will just crash into crap.
Yep. Yep. Oh, I did not. The only thing is there is a little bit of, I forgot what to say. There's a little bit of, there's no feedback on when you take damage. Other than just you have to watch your health. Also, this
You catch on fire before you explode.
yeah, but if you take, like, a number of shots beforehand... Okay, good. Also, your checkpointing in this game is really good.
Yeah, it's pretty generous. Especially for, wow, 86.
Oh, that is a landmine. That is not part of the ground. I try to think it worked me ahead a little bit. Nope. Yep. Nope, I rolled right into that one. That is not exactly a great starting spot.
Yeah, that is. I warned you about that. That is a problem.
Am I just screwed?
Well, you could go on foot.
Yeah, Okay. Don't roll immediately forward. Yeah, also you can't... Yeah, you also can't take enemy vehicles, which is... I kind of wish you could, but I can see why that would be... There we go.
Yeah, so it's a neat touch that if you're in a situation you can't break out, you can just wait. Or walk it out.
There we go.
I see there's 2 S guys to greet you this time. The stakes are high.
I also want to take a look at something real quick. Oop, there we go. Yeah, also the choice of this game's soundtrack is interesting. It's kind of been Tomoyo Kawamoto's kind of thing. Like, if you think about, like, Section Z, how it's a very spy kind of feeling soundtrack. Oops. Oh, a little bit too forward. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take that one. Oop. Wait. This truck? Yeah, it must be. Right, you cannot dodge roll in a car. That does not work. Give me that. Oh, this feels weird. Oop. Speed. Oh. Yeah, come on. There we go. A shame you can't dodge roll into people to kill them.
This game could really use a remake.
It really could. Or like one of those like the things that Capcom did with their home ports for the NES. Damn it, get in.
Just it's like stealing other people's cars, dog rolling into people, just a few modern things like that.
Yeah.
Be twin stick shooting.
Oh, nope. Oh. Oh, that was a weird hitbox. So this game is only one player, so you can't do co-op, unfortunately.
Yeah, I would call it combat games. There's so few of them, though.
Wait, what? Oh, I have to destroy this thing.
Good job, Super Joe.
It's two-player alternating, yeah.
This is pretty fancy for an 86 game.
Yes. Also, can you lower your gain a little bit? Because it's getting a little bit blown out.
Okay, how's that?
There, that's good.
Alright.
Yeah, because I got volume on your end. Or on my end.
Too high, too low, just right.
Yep. No, it doesn't, actually. The timer is pure bonus, I believe.
Well, I don't know if it has good end or bad end, because you're supposed to be delivering the vaccine to save a bunch of people, right?
No, I think this is supposed to, you're just saving your kidnapped family.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, there is a game that's like that. I just can't remember which one it is. Also, one thing, the Speed Rumbler is a really good name, although the Japanese name of this game is, I believe, Crash and Bash. It's something like that. But I kind of like that name too. Also, I kind of wish that you just started in the car, but I can see why.
Yeah, I mean, you might actually want to hoof it to a better spawn spot, which is a nice compromise.
Whoop, shit. Just barely make that. There we go. Whoops.
For an arcade game, I think the escalation is just right.
Yes. Like, it's definitely tough. Like, it's a challenging game. Like, it is definitely a Capcom arcade game, but it's not like... You can credit feed this. Also, I will say this game is pretty fair. It's tough, but it's fair.
It's weird because I've seen a lot of car combat games, but I haven't seen ones where they have armored cars that just drive back and forth to block your progress.
Yeah. Oops. And it's very weird how the fact that this game does, like, feel... It's that kind of slippery control that's like in Iron Man Stewart's super off-road. Like, if you've ever played that, the game where you're just a little tiny car and you have to have a steering wheel you need to turn 10 million times.
Well, yeah, but you don't use a steering wheel on this, right?
No, this is just a joystick. But it's that same kind of... like... It's hard to describe. It is a...
You don't immediately head in the direction, you slowly turn to go whichever direction you're
Yeah, and you drift a little bit.
Well, you can fishtail.
Yes. In fact, fishtailing can be, like, you can hit people with fishtailing and it's, you know... There we go.
Yeah, I think there is a time limit to the game, but I don't think you're gonna miss it.
It's 30 minutes. If I remember correctly. I just can't remember what happens when you, like, fully game over, because I've never seen it happen before.
I've never gotten to the end of this. I've lost a lot of money in it.
Also, one thing that I like, because it is something that is now relevant to my interest, there is a Mr. Core for this game. So if you want to play this game as close to original hardware as you can play it on a Mister. Oops. Okay, these things are a little rough. There we go. But if I'm thinking like stuff like, if you think about the other Capcom games of this era, like this feels a whole lot better than say something like Black Tiger.
Wow, this is from the same year as Black Tiger?
Well, so Black Tiger was 87, but it's still in that general range.
This just looks better, it controls better.
I would argue it sounds better. Whoops. Oh, I must have driven off.
It certainly has a better sense of threat. It just escalates really nicely, where they just slowly introduce new foes, and here's your buddy, the rollover buggy's back.
Oh, are you kidding me? Roll. There we go.
Walk to victory, isn't that awesome?
If I remember correctly, this is the same year as, like, Trojan. Which is, I would argue, does not sound as good as this. As well. Though Trojan was going for some weird things. Also, this is the last stage. So we are in Zap Town.
That poor guy's car embedded in the wall.
Also, Zapper is a really good name for, like, a villain. Yeah, this is
Who
just...
runs Zaptown?
This does really remind me of the last stage of Guerrilla War / Guevara. Oops. You know what? Wait, what? Okay.
Yeah, that happens sometime where they can't drop off your car, so you just gotta keep running.
Just I've never seen that happen before. Oh, also okay, so I guess... Okay. Oh, wait, maybe that doesn't give health. I thought the hammer gave a little bit of health. Oop. Nope, I don't... This one's a little... Scroll... There we go. So, if I remember correctly, so the wrench gives you more maximum health. One of the little missile things gives you an additional shot at a time. And the red missile gives you a faster shot. You know what? I'm just gonna take the death there. I'm gonna go over here. Oh, just that just annihilated my health. Okay, I guess the hammer doesn't give you more health. Maybe it's extra, like, defense. Yeah, this thing gives me an initial shot. Also, I am almost there.
Oh, I forgot, the enemies can dodge roll out of the way, too.
Yep. Oh, damn. Here we go. Alright. So if I remember correctly... I was to say, it's like, I am pretty certain that I am just about to be at the last boss. Okay, let's see. Oop. Okay, I need to be careful. Let's kill this thing beforehand. There we go. Okay, seriously, when is the... Oop. There we go. Alright, if I remember correctly, there's a gimmick to this last boss. Nope, I guess not. I wonder. There we go. I thought you had to fight him on foot. I guess not. Oop, so yeah. So yeah, it is... Yeah, it's... Hey. You're good. So... So give me 1 second. I'm trying to fix something real quick. Here. Okay. Okay, I'm thinking that the Discord voice thing is broken. Because it is not acting the way it should be. But there. There is... Okay. There is the Speed Rumbler. Oops. I forgot to... You know what? Whatever. Alright, so... Speed Rumbler's really good. I think we had it at 5. Which puts it at the same thing as, like, Giga Wing... Frogger. Outrageous Minesweeper. Cotton. I'll put same level as Cotton at least. That being said, though, Trax is kind of a similar kind of concept. I do feel like Trax is a better game overall, though. So, yeah, I think I am going to keep that there. So I think 5 is a good spot for this. Alright. That is, well, first off, music's really good. I do like the charm. Like the enemy sprites and all that. Or like the kind of styling they're going for.
Yeah, the vehicles look different, the people look different. It's charming in a gruesome way.
Yeah. And also, I like the gameplay of it. I think it is really good. I think that is going to do it, though, for the Speed Rumbler. Before I go on to the next game, I will be right back. All right, so let's see. What do we got up next? Oh, yes, this. So this is an interesting game because it is a shmup that's not quite a shmup. It is a shmup slash puzzle game, which is kind of an interesting kind of thing. And I am going to load it up. Right, about now. See if I can find it. There it is. I think this is what I'm looking for. Yes. So. I'm actually going to do this. The delicate balance of gravity has disintegrated. The ensuing cataclysm has produced a deadly phenomenon, black hole. This destructive force has crashed and devoured everything in its path. It is heading for the Earth. So this is black hole, also known as Quarth. And rather than kind of doing the little intro thing, we can just take a look at it here. So yeah, I guess this game has a plot, but yeah, essentially this is kind of Konami trying to take on Tetris. And yeah, so it's about a game about you basically kind of make blocks. Oops. So yeah, like, this game's, it's a neat concept, although, yeah, I don't know even although, it's a neat concept. I can't remember where I put this. I want to say it was actually in the 11 slot, which I don't feel is right, but we'll see. This is a pretty straightforward game. I think if I kill this thing... There we go. Oops. So I think if you want to do like more high scoring strategies, you need to kind of figure out where you can make boxes. Shit. So yeah, if you're just playing this to like, for survival, quote unquote, it is pretty basic. Which I could have made a box there, but if you're going for score, then... then you gotta do stuff like that. And yeah, this is pretty much the game. Shit. Yeah. The thing is, I don't think this has really shown up on any of those Konami arcade collections, which is a shame. This got a bunch of home ports, I know that. Oh, that was a dumb idea. I'm dead. I think we've seen enough of this. Yep, it is an arcade game. It's pretty much standard for, well, pretty much anything Konami. You can usually think of it as it's probably going to start in the arcade. But yeah. So yeah, that's Quarth. Ain't anything like super complicated about it. It's just Quarth. Let's look at where the Tetris is. It's not okay. It's not Tetris Battle Garden. It's not Tetris Attack. It's not that. I would not say it's NES or any of these. Tetris 2 plus Bombless, Absolute Grandmaster. And not Tetris. No, I think 8's pretty good for Quarth. It is a good game. Also, I can, 442. Should actually update all these for 442. There we go. So, that is, Quarth. So, what do we got next? We got... this game, which is another game that was from the first episode. This is an interesting one. So this is a Neo Geo shmup that is part of a very interesting type of shmup. Because it's from an angle that you don't see that particularly often. Also, it's a game that's made by Sammy, which is the company that bought Sega. So it's kind of actually interesting to remember what they actually did. So yeah, this is a 92... I guess the US version was 90. So this is an isometric shmup, which is interesting. But yes, let's go ahead and start. Also, its soundtrack is really good. And yes, here is what your things are. Got a charge shot. Got a bomb. And yeah. Well, it's not quite Xevious-like because you don't have, like, ground targets.
1, 2, 3, 4, hit!
The soundtrack is really good. So yeah, your charge shot comes out like normal like that. And then you can get upgrades to the side shot. So the thing about this viewpoint that's a little, well, pardon the pun, but this kind of view is that it's kind of hard sometimes to gauge shots. Because you kind of have to, if you're trying to line it up, you have to kind of cock your head to the side, which is kind of uncomfortable sometimes. Like that. Yeah, it is very awkward. Also, the thing I remember playing this on is that this, I think, was a launch PlayStation title. I remember playing it on the PlayStation pretty close to launch. Like back when games had... Whoops. Back when PlayStation games had those, like, really huge black... Oh, I don't think you can kill those. Those really huge black boxes. Playing, like, this and also the Ordyne project. Also, yeah, that's... So the different colors for your bombs do different things. The red will act as like a flame wall. Green, I think, was the homing missile, and blue, I think, is like a area of effect. Kind of if you're familiar with how the Ordyne bomb works. Speaking of Ordyne. I think it really wants you to use charge shot more, which I can appreciate. Yeah, you definitely... Yeah, your charge shot, in terms of, like, DPS, is, like, so much more, it seems like. There we go. Oops. Yeah. Could possibly be. Oop. Yeah, Zaxxon. So thankfully you don't have to deal with height. At least in terms of, like flying height. Oh, this is rough. Okay, I do not like this. There we go. Oop. This game looks really cool, especially for 92. But yeah, this game really did not need to be isometric. It's very much a coulda, not shoulda. two cool griffins. Oh, but yeah, the soundtrack in this game is really good. Also, I wish you were just a smidge faster. Come on. That is not a whole lot of time to be able to deal with that. Okay, we had... Oh, this... Okay, sure. There we go. Boss time? Yep. Oh no, it's crab. Oh, this is going to be unfortunate. Oh, what happened? Oh, that little tiny bubble I didn't see. God. There we go. Oh no. Okay, you know what? Oh. Yeah, this crab's a smidge meaty. There we go. Okay, what do we got here? Okay. Another flame field. This really is actually going for Xevious, apparently. But yeah, oh, this is... Oh, that's rude. Yeah, this... Yeah, this is definitely not playing around anymore. Oop, okay. Gotta be kind of careful about this. There we go. Actually, what is the... That's right, and if I remember correctly, I believe if the checkpoint situation is you start all the way over at the beginning of the stage. Which is not great. But I think it's a good enough look at Viewpoint. It is an interesting game, although kind of rough in some spots. So, I think we had that one at 11. I think it's slightly above average. If I'm looking at the shmups that I have in 9, like it looks nice, but it plays a little weird because it's at an angle. Red Alarm. Paranoid Parumi. Yeah, I'm thinking kind of 9 range. Yeah, Galaga 88. Gex. Blazon. Yeah, I think this kind of belongs in the 9 category. Oh. Alright. So Viewpoint, the soundtrack is really good. Also, it looks really good. Other than that, I like the idea of the gameplay, but it's in practice, it's a little strange. And yeah, I think that is good for Viewpoint. So, next up, what do we got? Yes. This is a game that I used to own until I sold it because I bought this game at a school flea market for like $10. And I sold it for like $250 because we are playing Gun-Nac. This is a game that came out on the NES, a very limited release. And the story. So yes, vast universe. You know what, actually, we're gonna take a look at this little opening intro for the English version. I do want to show off the Japanese version real quick. And yes. So basically all the robots have become weird, and we have to get the space police involved. So in terms of like what this is, so in the late 80s, early 90s, every shmup company, or every company that made shmups, had to make a parody game of like a very lighthearted version of their main franchise. This is Compile's take on a thing. And actually, let me show you, go right back here real quick, and then let me load up the Japanese version real quick. Because I like the origin story in the Japanese version a smidge better, and you'll see why. Unfortunately, this is not fan translated, so you're just gonna have to take a look at the pictures once it loads. Come on. I know you want to do it. You can do it. Come on. There we go. So yeah, it's the same kind of thing up to here. Yeah, things are going crazy. And we need to do something to stop it. So let's hire a Miko to deal with this weird thing. And what does she do with her magic? No, she does a summoning. And what does she summon? She summons a sweet spaceship. So yeah, I just think that it's goofy and I like it. So I'm gonna load up the English version again. All right. There's not a whole lot of gameplay changes for this. So I'm gonna load here. If you set your, so if you're wondering why is there an area thing, there is a level select. If you select sound test to 5, you can change what level you start at, including an area 0. But let's not do that. So game level, this game is pretty difficult by default. You do get different endings for the different difficulties. To get the best ending, you obviously have to play on the highest difficulty, which helps that. You can also select whether or not enemy bullets ricochet, so I guess that's just an interesting parameter. Also, this is like one of the few games that I can think of that lets you select whether or not you want to have the game run faster, or do you want the sprites to stay the same? Because this does get hectic, and it's kind of interesting that, you know, you have that selection. So, let's start. So in between levels, we get to go to this little shop, but we don't have anything since we're just starting. And thankfully, she gives us... It's just like, oh, hey, we start with 4 bombs. Which I will immediately hit the bomb button on accident. Okay. If you've played Gun-Nac, Aleste, any of the Star Soldier games that are on the TurboGrafx, you will instantly be familiar with how this game plays. It is pretty much identical to those kind of games. So you pick the different number, you get a different weapon, you pick up the wings, and you can, you know, have a stronger shot. Also, this acts as a hit. If you pick up icon or numbers of the same that you already have, your power or your weapon power will get increased. Also, up until you have like a good number of bombs, you might as well just pick up as many bombs as you can get. So this is number 3, which is a homing shot. It's a nice shot to start out with. Like, if you're just dealing with fodder, it's really good. However, it is the weakest, I believe, of the weapons, so it's really not great for killing bosses and mini-bosses, because it just takes a lot of shots. Also, the P icons will increase your weapon's power as well. So 1 is this standard, like, normal shot. 2 is this, like, circle shot that has side shots. It's okay, I kind of... 4 is a flamethrower, which I think is interesting. And 5 is a laser beam, which is really slow, but really powerful. I actually really like the fire. 1, because I think it's goofy that you're a ship that has a flamethrower. 2, it's low damage per thing, but it does a lot of shots. And yeah, 5, it's kind of weird, but it's really powerful. Also, a thing about this game that I actually I find kind of funny, because it's actually, this is the thing that taught me this concept. If you are not familiar with Japanese, the fact that every day of the week has an association with a different element, and it's weird. So the theming of this game for its levels is based on days of the week. So you start out with Monday, which is why we're on the moon day, and why we're fighting bunnies. Also, I have enough things, so I am going to go for water, because that is my favorite type of bomb. I forgot where we put this, but this is probably one of my favorite NES shmups. If I have a complaint, about it, is that it gets pretty rough, and it has the problem that a lot of compile games have, where enemies get kind of bullet spongy later on. But there are ways you can mitigate that. Also, as is kind of usual for a lot of compile shmups, you get lives really quickly. I don't know what exactly the threshold is, but you get it, like, really quick. I think here's the first boss. Yep. I got you. If I just stay here, I think I can actually beat this boss without moving. There we go. And there's Area 1. So, you can buy particular weapons if you want a particular con that you don't have. The most important thing in the shop is turbo power. So this is your shot power. It's really weird that you gotta do it here, but this is a permanent shot power increase. So you want to increase that as high as you can go as soon as you can. Also, it's a weird thing. So if you have like extra money that you don't want to use, you can actually say, hey, I want to drop a bomb in this area. So when you eventually get to this area, you'll just gain a bunch of bombs. So there, I'll just drop some bombs in Area 3. So now I think this is based on Tuesday, which I can't remember what Tuesday corresponds to. Oh, fire, right. So yeah, now that I have 5 power, I am basically just destroying things as they get on screen. Okay. There we go. So yeah, it's a pretty, like, if you're familiar with, like, the Star Soldier games that are on the TurboGrafx, or just, like, blazing lasers, it's this kind of shmup, although this is probably the best on the NES. And I really don't have a whole lot else to say about it other than I think it's a really good game. And yes, as I kind of alluded to in the intro, this game is stupidly expensive. Do not expect to get a cart of this for less than like $300. Also, yes, and music's pretty good in this game. Oh, didn't mean to grab that. There, now I'm maxed out on bombs. Oops. Oh, damn it. As I get like 2 extra lives in a row. Also, you can just also, with the fire, you can just let go of the button, and then if you want to play it a little risky, you can just not even press anything, and it just by default. And you can focus entirely on movement. Also, here's what the bombs look like. Also, I think that if you have bomb power 3 or 4, it costs 2 bombs to use, but obviously it does a lot of damage. And there, I dropped those bombs, so there's that. And you just... Yep. So yeah, I think I'll do one more stage. And this is Wednesday, so it'd be water. So yeah, it's a pretty good game. I don't really have any other thing to say about it. It's just it's a good game. It's over 1 million points. Yeah, I think it's like every 200,000 you get an additional life. Oop, damn it. That being said, the one thing I will say that's pretty annoying is with how long the upgrade path is in this, if you want to get back to full power, it is a pretty steep climb back up. I believe without a wing, the max weapon power you can get is 3. If you have the wing, it is 8. Also, yeah, this boss has a lot of health. Oh, damn it. Yeah, this is kind of what I meant about enemies being bullet sponges towards the end of the game. That thing took, like, 6 really high-powered bombs. Alright. And yeah, so that's Gun-Nac. There's 8 stages in total. It gets harder as you go on, as you'd imagine, so yep. It is a pretty good NES shmup. So, I believe we had this at 5 which puts it right. Well, hold on, let me undo Tetris. So 5. Shmup-wise, you're talking about stuff like Radius 5, Gordon, Giga Wing, Final Soldier, which... Esperade. Yeah, especially with like stuff like Esperade, Final Soldier. Yeah, I think 5 is actually a good spot for that. Sharp X, or the arcade version of Bosconian. Blazing Lasers. Yeah, especially right next to Blazing Lasers. Yep, that is definitely a good spot for Gun-Nac. Good music. The charm is really good. I think the art's actually pretty good too. And I will say, one complaint I do have, which is a problem with a lot of compile shmups. Oh, I guess we don't have too many sponges down here. We have a lot of cheese. But I'm surprised I don't have a lot of sponges. Okay, you know what? Enemies are too spongy. And put that right here. There we go. So yeah, there's Gun-Nac. So, next up, this was one that we did in the second episode. And this is a game that I find really interesting because I just do. I don't have a reason for it. I just find it interesting. Actually, going kind of, this is kind of Namco's queued 'em up, although it's kind of its own thing. It's not quite a whole lot of queued 'em up as it is. I think if you really wanted to see their version of like a queued 'em up, that would be, was it Cosmo Gang the Video? I believe is what it's called, which is a cute version of Galaga. This is just kind of its own thing. And this game was a exclusive or an arcade exclusive for Japan. Although we did get this game on the TurboGrafx, but it also showed up on Namco Museum Volume 4. And this is Ordyne. What exactly is Ordyne? I don't know. But, yeah. So yeah, we play, oh shit, I forgot what his name is. But here, that is, there's basically plot, our girlfriend has been kidnapped. And those are our two pilots. We will be piloting the guy in red, who is, I believe, Dr. Fuji. I forgot what it is, but it's a Japanese name. And yeah, this is a game you can actually play co-op. It is a side-scroller, scrolling shoot 'em up. Kind of, it's actually more, it's kind of like Fantasy Zone, if you want a direct comparison, because you can go into a shop that shows up, and weapons are limited use, or they have like a bar. And yeah. Anyway. Let's play. So you have a shot, even lending more to the Fantasy Zone comparison. You have a shot and a bomb. One really annoying thing is that there's no auto fire in the arcade version. Also, here is so I'm gonna actually pick up the stock bomber, which I believe this is actually also acts as a shield, but so it actually absorbs shots. And the more shots it absorbs, it will... actually let it go as a attack at some point, if I remember correctly. Also, we got a little mini Pac-Man up front. Oh. Oh. Also, let's get the afterburner. Which also, the thing about this game is that this was right around when Namco really wanted to show off its scaling. So there's a lot of rotation in this game. It's actually kind of funny. It's almost like a Mode 7 kind of game. Which is weird because this never showed up on the SNES. Also, a sound effect I've had burned in my head. Alright, and then we can bet with 1,000 crystals. Let's see, what do we get? We got Morris. What is Morris? Morris is Firebomb. Sure. Oh. Special bombs are limited. Oh. That's right, you don't get any money out of those things. Oh. If I remember correctly, there's a really annoying enemy coming up. Yes, here it is. There we go, and if you get in close, you get a shit ton of money. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna go for the speed up because I believe that is a permanent upgrade. Also, this weird-ass butterfly thing that I don't know quite what it's for. Also, if I remember correctly, I put this at like 11, which I can never understand why. Because that's also another reason why I wanted to take a look at this one, because I always felt like this one was really low. Yeah, let's not buy... That is really expensive. Also... I think White Shot is rapid fire as well. It is not. Oop. Oh wait, what am I doing? There we go. Also, when it shrinks, boop, you can pick it up for an additional little bonus. Wide bluster and speedy water. So yeah, you can get a special speed up for this stage that lets you basically go at normal speed underwater. Also, I like that little water effect. So the nice thing about the music in this game is that it is composed by one Shinji Kozue, who is more freelance now today, but he's still doing video game music. Go underneath the, I believe the name is Sampling Masters Mega. He's done a lot of music for things like Ridge Racer. He also does a lot of stuff for like rhythm games. He is actually one of those composers that just is like known for doing like just expert level songs. Oop. Oop. Gamble time. Let's see, what do we get? What do we get? Big bucks. We got Bob. What is Bob? Bob, a stock bomber, yay. I'm absolutely using that. Oh, this thing. Actually, I wonder if the stock bomber actually might be really good for this one. It's really good, and that gives me a shield. Alright. So this game isn't terribly long, so we're gonna be I'm gonna finish this one out. Let's see, what do I got? Firebomb. I am just gonna I'm going to withstand, I don't know why the word is not coming to me. Abstain. Oop. Yeah, dealing with those things are really annoying. Yeah, this is a... It has Mode 7 tech demo vibes, but it's not a Mode 7 game. Alright, what do we got? I think he's up for the follow. I got Morris, which that's Firebomb, right? Yes. Oh, what is the... Oh, that's a big one of those. Oh, right, it's this thing. I don't think... Yeah, I don't think we were meant to have Firebomb for that boss. That was a two-shot boss. That... Nope, that is... Okay, so the answer is yes, that is something I should not have bonked my head into. Oh. I really wish that this had auto fire. Which, if I could just set it up in RetroArch to, you know, tell this. Almost... Okay, no, I don't want to die. No, I don't want to waste my fire bombs. Time for gamble. Big bucks, no whammies. Oh, money's good. Oh. Okay, good. Oh. Okay, did not see... Okay, this is not... That's... Don't stay towards the ceiling with it falling. Ah! Ah! Yep, okay, screw this. Give me the money. Oh god, more spinny things. Ah. Oh, this was dumb, this was dumb. Yeah, I don't think I could get past that. Well, I could have gone down the lower path. Yeah, this game is starting to get really hard. Also, the reason why I am relentlessly rewinding for this, normally I would just, you know, let myself die, except for the fact that this is a game where if you continue, you start at the beginning of the stage, and I don't want to deal with that. Also... Oops. Damn it. There you are. What's to say? Stock bomber, sure. Yeah, give me... There we go. Yeah, just explodes in a shit ton of money. Okay. Now time for round 6. Which, this is a kind of a boss rush stage. Also, this is very goofy. Man, Namco really got scalar hardware and they wanted you to know it. Wow, this is... comes in really rough. There we go. And I think this one you can also catch. Yep. Okay, big bucks, no Miamis. Come on, Bob. What a pity. Oh well. Alright. Oh wow, that is stupid expensive. Okay, nope. Alright, I think there's one more boss. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to afford anything. Oh. Oh, Jesus Christ, that is an attack. Oh, jeez, my hand's getting tired. I really should have had this as the last game. Alright, here we go. Okay, you know what, actually? Okay, I need to do this because my wrist is killing me. Okay. I don't suppose I can map... Nope, okay. So... Settings. Input. Hotkeys. Where are you? Wait, where? Oh, did they turbo fire? Okay. R. Single button hold. That's not doing it. Okay, how do I... Well, you know what? I guess I'm just gonna have to deal. Okay, let's also... It's very much just, like, Gradius style. Oh, good, it's like the Sonic 1 special stage, but in obstacle form. So I can't remember how long this stage is. I don't think it's actually that long. Actually, wait, I think I want missile or firebomb. Hello, Zao. Oh, this is devious. I do appreciate the bonk noise that it makes whenever you get hit. Oh god, these things. Oh, those things are firing not just in there. Also, I see we're in Legoland. Yeah, this last stage is like a real bastard. Yep. So this was an arcade game, which arcade games were, or arcade hardware was much more powerful than game consoles. Oh, also I found the hitbox. It is much smaller than I thought it was. Yeah, so essentially this was state-of-the-art arcade hardware in '88. Oop. I'm surprised the hitbox is not our guy, whose name I forgot. I just know the the second player character's name, which is Sunday Chin. Okay, here's the final boss, who I remember being really hard. Oh wait, is he invulnerable? Or no? Oh, he's immune to bombs. Great. Oops. Yeah, so he's just... so yeah, it's just a dude who just, like... really wants to show off the rotate spec, or the rotate, like, stuff. Ugh. Yeah, I have lives burnt. There we go. And he's super. Oh, wait. Okay, you can't collect his soul. And there, that's Ordyne. And there we go, he made it a tree. So yes, I remember the second character's name is Sunday Chin. That's all, so... Komoda. Yes, that is what the final boss's name is. End. And there we go. And game over. So yeah, that was Ordyne. It is. I don't remember the reasoning that I had for putting it so low, but I did have it pretty low, which is weird. Regardless, that was Ordyne. I really like that game. It is even more fun if you play with other people. Because also a nice thing about if you were playing it with two people, if one of you dies or game overs, you can just continue where you left off. If you both die at the exact or game over at the exact same time, then you'll have to continue on from the start. But yeah, if you're playing two players, yeah. Yeah, because I think we had that at like 11. That is too good of a game for 11. I see March and Maze, which is another Namco joint from that time. That just same year. Aleste 2. Botvice. Actually, what do I got in 6? So I got the Toho games. I got Puyon. Gyruss. Yeah, let's go 6. That was a good game. So, Ordyne, really good music. I really like the charm of it. Art also, I'd say, is really good. And I can't really think of much else. I think it is just a really good game. So, yeah. So, with that being said, I got one more game to look at tonight. And we're probably not going to take a look at it for that long, but I did want to take a little bit of a look at it. And this is a game that I actually had growing up, although not in this version. I had this for the NES, but we are not taking a look at the NES version because we are going to be doing, because of course when I'll do it, when it loads, hopefully. Let's see. So hopefully you can read this fast. So this is the Famicom Disk System version of this game, which obviously only came out in Japan. And yeah, basically, the plot of this is that we are a guy who is stuck in prison in Neptune, I think. And yeah, we gotta... Yes. So, let's start. Also remember that this is from 1988, so the planet order is a little bit different in that, A, we recognize Pluto as a planet. So this is an interesting style of shooter. You don't see this many of these kind of games. This is usually referred to as a tube shooter. Tempest is like probably one of the most famous versions of these kind of games. So if I remember correctly, I believe that the order of the planets changed sometime in the late 80s. So this game was also, as I mentioned, I had it growing up, was available on the NES. The thing I like about the Famicom Disk System version is the music is a lot more lively. It has like extra instrumentation in it. Also, this is probably one of my favorite renditions of Toccata and Fugue in D minor. Also, it could just be that's how Japan has it, because this only came out in Japan. And yeah, the original, if you're only familiar with this part of it, this game originally came out in the 80s. In the arcades. This game, originally came out in 1983. And this is a much expanded upon port of that game. So the thing about the NES is that they did disable the ability for developers to add additional chips to act as kind of a quality control. Because in Japan at the time, not only was there a problem in the Atari era of third parties making absolute garbage, in Japan, Nintendo had that issue as well, because there were some really poor early Famicom games that were out there because of a lack of a requirement for licensing. Oop. Also, I'm gonna probably go ahead and say, I think this might actually be the best Famicom Disk System game. Because this game is really good. Also, there weren't a whole lot of shmups on the Famicom Disk System either, so... yeah. Why can I not hit these things? There we go. There we go. I forgot what... so, if I remember correctly, I remember hearing that supposedly they kept it on there for plans that potentially they might do something like the Famicom Disk System over here, but they just never ended up doing it. So that slot at the bottom of an NES never got used. I believe that is what the theory is. Alright. Oh, so this boss is really weird. There we go. Oop. This one's gonna... okay, we're not perfecting this one. So the nice thing about these challenging stages is that they show you what the pattern of the enemies coming in for the next stage is. Damn it. Wait. Oh. All right. Okay, we can at least get to Uranus. I just love how much, because that just reminds me of, how much emphasis one of my science teachers in high school really put into pronouncing it Uranus. And never letting us stupid high school students have any fun. Oops, shit. I mean, I guess not, but also... yeah, because we never got, like, the Famicom, or the Family Basic. I think because also, like, Because I never actually dealt with one. How did the Miracle Piano interface with the NES? Was it just a controller? Actually, I completely forgot how many stages there are in this game. So I believe you're trying to get to the Earth? Or no, you're trying to get to the Sun? So I think it was in the arcade version that you're trying to get to the Earth? This version you're actually trying to get to the Sun? One thing that I do find kind of a bummer about this game, because I don't think that there's any, like, cheat code for it. There's no continue in this game. If you game over, that's it. Back to the start of the game. Okay, is that killable, or is it... Oop. Nope. Oh, sure. Oh, you can't kill it, okay. Okay, this is slightly annoying that I have to wait for these things to... Okay, here we go. Oh, damn it. Okay, here we go. What is the boss of this one? Oh, it's another one of these things. I forgot that there were so many of this type of boss. Oh, right, because yeah, I remember this fun... Okay, at least got more than one of them. Okay. Okay, I think I'll do one more stage and I think we'll call it. See, I think we'll get to Jupiter. I was lucky. Oh, I missed all the power-ups. No power-ups for me. Also, I'm pretty sure even though those things fly into you, I don't think you can actually die in the challenging stage. Yep, let's go to Jupiter. We're getting a little bit of slowdown. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember this one being really annoying. I'm surprised I didn't die there. Alright, is this the one that's a really annoying boss? Yes! Okay. Also, I can... Since I am going to be done with the game after this. This boss is rough. There we go. And there. We made it to Jupiter. Okay, let's at least do the chant stage. Alright, 35. Okay. There. Let's go ahead and put this on the board. So, we had Gyruss right next to, or for the NES/Famicom Disk System, right next to the arcade version, which was at 6. I actually think that it's slightly better than that. If it weren't for the fact that it has 0 continues, I would actually say it would go into Master. It's really good. The problem is that it does have limited continues, so I think 5 is about as high as it can go. Because it is just a really good game. Like, it's a really fun game. So I'm going to put that at 5. Music's really good. I don't really have much else to say other than, yeah, the lack of continues is kind of annoying. So, there's it. Actually, I'm curious. If I look up... Okay, there is not a continue mode or code. There is a 30 lives code though. Which is AB right left down down up up, which is Konami code in reverse. So that works. So yeah. That was Gyruss. It's a really good game, and as a whole, the games we took a look at, a lot of them, before we did this episode, were on the list at 11s. And we kind of pushed some of them kind of back to where they're no longer at 11. And I think they're kind of a little bit more where they belong. So, yeah. That was a good, fun look at some games that we have not taken a look at since 2017. So, there's that. That is going to do it for tonight. So, before we head out, let us close this thing out. And let me actually check one thing real quick. Please do not autoplay. Okay, you're at least muted. Okay, so I'm going to do this. So, let's talk about what we're doing tomorrow. Or at least, eventually. So, thank you all for watching. My personal Twitter is at @LoadAPuzzlo. I do have a Discord, which you can go to discord.ldp.life. There you can take part in polls, chat with kind of the folks who also watch, and also occasionally I'll put movies on that we need to do for Media Delta. So I have that on there. I do have a Patreon. $2 and $5 tiers helps with hosting costs and various other things. If you're watching this on a VOD, you can watch these live Fridays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Saturdays at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/LoadAPuzzlo. There is also the YouTube channel, which you can go to youtube.ldp.life, and that will take you to where you can watch past episodes in higher quality. This one will go up on Monday. They normally get uploaded Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 8 a.m. Eastern. And there's also 2 exclusive shows on the YouTube channel that you won't find on Twitch that are Hazeltown Story and Media Delta. Those get uploaded Thursdays at 8 a.m. Eastern. So you can also go to radio.ldp.life if you want to listen to those in your podcatcher. So, tomorrow we are doing another Fightcade episode, which I am playing versus games in Fightcade, specifically ones that are for Naomi and Dreamcast hardware. Games like Azumanga Daioh Puzzle Bobble, Akatsuki Blitzkampf, Sunken no Rande, Hokuto no Ken, or Fist of the North Star, and Techromancer, which are all weird little games that are going to be fun to play multiplayer. I'm going to send you all over to Lucky Bun, who is playing a game called Lost in Random. Hopefully he's not closing out as I speak. But yeah, hope you had fun, and I hope to see you again in the future. So later.